Welcome back to the Mr. English SH podcast. Today, we bring you one of the most inspiring stories we've ever told. A story about courage, dreams, and English, but also something much bigger.
Yes, today's story is called The Girl Who Spoke to the Stars. And trust me, this story will stay with you for a long time.
In a quiet mountain village, where nights were peaceful and stars seemed close enough to touch, lived a girl named Mira. She was curious, bright, full of dreams, but she wanted one thing more than anything: to speak English.
Not for marks, not for school, but because she believed English could open a door to a world beyond the mountains. Every night, she climbed a small hill behind her house and whispered to the sky, "One day I'll speak to the world, just like I'm speaking to the stars."
But her village? Hardly anyone spoke English. Her friends teased her. Her teacher was impatient. Her family said English was too big for a small village girl. They told her, "Why learn English? Stay where you are."
But inside Mira, there was a tiny light that refused to fade. One afternoon, while walking through the busy market, Mira noticed an old man beside a wooden cart full of dusty books. His sign said, "Books know who needs them."
The old man looked at her and asked gently, "Looking for something special, child?" Mira whispered the truth. "I want to learn English."
The old man smiled and pulled out a thin blue book. The pages were yellow, old, but powerful. The title said, "The English of Life." Inside the first page was written, "Learn one sentence a day, and one day you will change your life."
Every day, Mira learned one new sentence. She practiced while walking, feeding animals, cooking, and even while talking to the stars. Some of the sentences were, "I believe in my dreams. I am capable of more than I think. Every small step counts."
Slowly, her confidence grew. But then, a challenge arrived. Her village announced International Visitors' Day. Tourists from around the world would come to explore the mountains. They needed an English-speaking guide. People laughed. "Mira? She will embarrass us."
But the old bookseller stepped forward and said, "Let her try. A heart that learns cannot lose." Mira was nervous. Her hands were shaking. Her voice felt small. When the tourists arrived, a woman asked, "Excuse me, where can we see the sunrise?" Mira took a deep breath and replied, "Please follow me. I'll show you something beautiful." The tourists smiled, genuinely impressed. As they walked up the hill, they asked, "How high is this mountain? What is the history of your village? What do you love about this place?" And Mira answered, carefully, slowly, but confidently.
At the top, the sky exploded with golden light. The tourists gasped. One whispered, "This is the most beautiful sunrise I've ever seen."
Mira smiled and said softly, Dreams also rise if you let them. The tourists clapped. Some even hugged her. One woman said, "Your English is beautiful, but your heart is even more beautiful." From that day, Mira was no longer just a village girl. She became the village guide, the English speaker, the girl who spoke to the stars, and eventually she spoke to the world.
She returned the book to the old bookseller. He smiled and said, "Now it's time for you to write your own book."
If Mira can learn one sentence a day and change her life, so can you. Your English journey needs only 3 things: courage, consistency, and belief.
And remember, the world is waiting for your voice.